Hi everyone, Kabi here. Just wanted to talk about this tool for setting up dedicated servers for CSGO. So this tool is called CSGO SL. It works for both Windows and Linux, as you can see here. And in my experience, it's worked really well in terms of getting rid of a lot of the bullshit that you have to deal with when you're trying to do it manually. This is basically an automated tool to go ahead and go from installing the server, installing Steam CMD, installing everything, and getting a fast track for being able to set up that dedicated server so you don't have to waste a lot of time figuring all this stuff out manually. So go ahead and go to this repository. It's called CSGO SL. It's on GitHub. Here's the link. And I also have kind of a guide of sorts. It's just a GitHub gist. It's essentially a text file that shows some of the issues that you might run into when setting up your dedicated server. But really, I didn't even want to make a video on this because the documentation is so easy to understand. And really, there's a wiki here in case you have even more questions about how to use this program. It's really simple. It's pretty much self-explanatory. And yeah, that's pretty much it. One thing I do want to note is if you're setting up a server in June 28th or later, until Valve fixes this bug, there is a problem with setting up dedicated servers. So the problem is essentially that when you launch your server using Start Server, if you're using CSGO SL, you'll just see a black window pop up with something about refactoring, and then it'll just close right away. And then no matter how many times you try to start your server, it will just close all right away. All right, this isn't a problem with CSGO SL or anything to do with CSGO SL. This is a problem that you'll have with any server that you're trying to set up, dedicated server that you're trying to set up for CSGO. So the fix is actually rather simple. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate it here. So you need to get a DLL file and replace the DLL file in your server's installation of CSGO with this DLL file that's essentially patched so that it works. So let's go ahead and go to the Allied Modders forum. This is the URL right here. And we're going to go to general and under source mod. And then we're going to go to CSGO update broke SM meta, this forum thread. And then we're going to go to the 5th page. All right. And go ahead and replace this DLL file. This is the fix that worked for me. So under Windows Server Crash, you can go ahead and read this real quickly. And then we're going to go ahead and download the DLL from this Google Drive. And you don't need to sign in or anything. But I already have it downloaded, so I'm not going to waste the time here. Yeah, so you can see I've downloaded it many times. Just go ahead and open the zip, and you'll see this input system.dll. So you want to replace the one that's in your server. So where I have my server is C, CSGO SL Windows, CSGO SL, and then you can see that my server installed here. So we're going to go into the bin here, and then you can see input system.dll. I'll just go ahead and replace the one that's in my server with the one in the zip, and that should go ahead and fix the problem that your server just doesn't launch. You'll be able to see that the server launches, it prints out a big string of text, and everything's working normally. That means you fixed the problem. So yeah, until Valve fixes this issue, that's a little caveat. But yeah, go ahead and check out the little text file I made, the guide, if you have any other questions, or go ahead and comment on this video. But I really think this process is so self-explanatory that I'm not going to bother making a whole video walking through the process. It's really simple to figure out. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.